Good morning, students. Today we are going to cover science and technology part of UPSC Prelims. All the important topics which will be asked are supposed to be asked in the Prelims 2025. Let us begin with the first important topic. Amazon unveils Ocelot quantum computing prototype chip. Now what it is? The Amazon Web Services AWS has unveiled Ocelot, its first prototype quantum computing chip with claims of reducing error correction cost by up to 90%. Now, what is this Ocelot chip? This Ocelot chip features a two-layer integrated silicon design with each microchip occupying roughly 1 square centimeter. The components include 5 data qubits. These store the quantum states necessary for computation. There are 5 buffer circuits. The 5 buffer circuits are designed to stabilize the data qubits. There are 4 additional qubits. They are responsible for detecting errors in the data qubits. So this was about the Ocelot thing. What is quantum error correction? Traditional computers operate on bits, zeros and ones, whereas quantum computers use qubits, which can exist in multiple states simultaneously due to quantum superposition. However, qubits are highly sensitive to external factors such as heat, vibration, and electromagnetic interference, making them prone to errors. So, this was about Ocelot quantum computing prototype chip. Now coming to the DNA portion, ultra conserved elements in DNA. This is another important topic. These ultra conserved elements in DNA are the DNA segments that have remained unchanged over 80 million years across species like human, rat, mice, chicken, dog, and fish. These elements are thought to have remained intact due to some biological constraints. Now, what is the function of ultra conserved elements in DNA? They play a crucial role in regulating protein production. They do not code for protein, but they influence gene expression by acting as poison exons within mRNA. What is mRNA? It is a type of single-stranded RNA involved in protein synthesis. What happens in the TRA2B gene? The ultra-conserved elements help prevent excessive production of TRA2 beta protein by causing premature termination of protein synthesis. The ultra-conserved elements in TRA2B gene is crucial for fertility, maintaining a delicate balance in protein production. Even a single change in ultra-conserved element could disrupt its function, explaining why it has been conserved over millions of years. So this was all about ultra-conserved elements in DNA. The Union Minister of Electronics and Information Technology, MITI, unveiled a series of AI-driven initiatives under the India AI mission, marking a major step in strengthening India's artificial intelligence ecosystem. What is AI Kosha? AI Kosha is India AI datasets platform, a secured AI repository designed to facilitate AI innovation by providing 300 plus datasets and 80 plus AI models for diverse applications. An AI sandbox environment with an integrated development environment (IDE) tools and tutorials. The datasets on AI Kosher include submission from various sources such as 2011 census data, satellite imagery captured by Indian satellites, open governance data platform, health data, meteorological and pollution data. So AI Kosha, that is India AI Datasets Platform, is a secure AI repository designed to facilitate AI innovation by providing 300 plus datasets and 80 plus AI models for diverse applications. An AI sandbox environment with an integrated development environment (IDE) tools and tutorials. The datasets on AI Kosha include submission from various sources such as 2011 census data, satellite imagery captured by Indian satellites, open governance data platform, health data, meteorological and pollution data. Now let's move to the next topic, India AA mission. Now what is vitiligo disease? Vitiligo is a chronic autoimmune disorder where the body's immune system attacks the pigment producing cells, that is melanocyte, causing white patches on the skin. So there will be white patches on the skin. It can occur anywhere on the body, including face, hand, and other exposed areas. Now there are two types of vitiligo, non-segmental vitiligo and segmental vitiligo. Non-segmental vitiligo appear on both sides of your body as symmetrical white patches. Segmental vitiligo only affects one area of body. In rare cases, it is possible for vitiligo to affect the whole body. When it affects the whole body, it is known as universal vitiligo. Now, this prevalence of vitiligo in India has been invariably reported between 0.25% and 4% and up to 8.8% in Gujarat and Rajasthan, as per a paper in Indian Dermatology Online Journal. The treatment of options for vitiligo include creams, light therapy, sometimes surgery to help manage the symptoms. So there can be a segmental vitiligo and non-segmental vitiligo. The treatment is now coming to hantavirus. This hantavirus is a family of viruses that cause severe respiratory and renal illness. Hantavirus causes hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. This hantavirus pulmonary syndrome starts with flu-like symptoms such as fever, chills, and muscle ache. In severe cases, it leads to respiratory distress, fluid buildup in the lungs, and can be fatal. It is carried by rodents, deer, mice, rice rat, whitefoot mice, cotton rat. Transmission method include inhalation of virus particle from rodent droppings or saliva, touching contaminated materials, and then eyes, nose, or mouth. There is no specific antiviral treatment or cure for hantavirus infection. So this hantavirus is a family of virus that causes severe respiratory and renal illness. It causes hantavirus pulmonary syndrome (HPS), which starts with flu-like symptoms such as fever, chills, muscle ache. In severe cases, it leads to respiratory distress, fluid buildup in the lungs, and it can be fatal. It is carried by rodents, deer mice, rice rat, white-footed mice, cotton rats. The transmission method is inhalation of virus particle from rodent droppings or saliva, touching contaminated material, and then eyes, nose, or mouth. There is no specific antiviral treatment for hantavirus. Now coming to Miller-Urey hypothesis. A recent study led by Stanford chemist Richard Jarre proposed that microlighting, that is, lightning, that is, tiny sparks from water droplets, could generate organic compounds without external electricity. The study found that water sprays interacting with gases like nitrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, and ammonia could produce organic molecules such as hydrogen cyanide, glycine, and uracil. This suggests that crashing waves or waterfalls, rather than lightning, may play a key role in origin of life on Earth. The Miller-Urey hypothesis suggests that organic molecules necessary for life could have formed on early Earth through chemical reaction triggered by lightning. In 1952, Stanley Miller and Harold Urey conducted an experiment stimulating early Earth conditions, demonstrating the amino acid could form when electricity interacted with water and inorganic gases, that is methane, ammonia, and hydrogen. The experiment was a landmark discovery, offering a possible explanation for origin of life. Later studies questioned the hypothesis, arguing that real lightning strikes were too infrequent and would mostly disperse organic compounds in the ocean. So this was about Miller-Urey hypothesis, another important topic. What is artificial intelligence washing? AI washing. Now, what happens with the rapid proliferation of artificial intelligence? Several companies are misrepresenting their products as AI powered to gain a competitive edge and attract investors, which is a deceptive practice, and it is termed as AI washing. They don't contain anything AI, but they advertise as AI. This is known as AI washing. So this is done to get investors, and it also to gain a competitive edge. AI washing is a term derived from greenwashing, where companies exaggerate their environmental friendliness to appeal to customers. That is known as greenwashing. Similarly, businesses that claim to have integrated AI into their products when they are actually using less sophisticated technology can be accused of AI washing. When it comes to AI washing, there are several types. Some companies claim to use AI when they are actually using less sophisticated computing, while others overstate the efficacy of their AI over existing techniques or suggest that AI solutions are fully operational when they are not. AI washing can have concerning impacts for businesses, from overpaying for technology and services to failing to meet operational objectives.